It's important to have comfort and faith during your trials. Your tribulations don't signify the ending of your story. I struggle as much as the next person. And as humans with social media and phone addictions, we just make things look nice, as if we have no problems, as if the next person's life is better than this that is before us. The truth is, we all struggle. Some are just kept more private because we think private struggles make us more dignified, but it just makes our mental more dangerous, keeping all these thoughts to ourselves. And I spent many seasons in isolation, somewhere I know I probably shouldn't have. I got into habits of pushing people away. I told myself there was no one there for me. What if the person who supported me the most was right in front of me all along? We take things for granted, and that's why tribulations are so important. Without being sick, you wouldn't value being healthy. Without having to strive, you would have no work ethic. There is beauty within the pain. It's just hard to see when there is pain within your pain. When endurance is all you know, you become less focused on the finish line, more focused on the whys, all the question marks. Why would they do this to me? Why do I suffer? Why are these things happening to me? But it's your perspective. You have to switch from pessimism to optimism. That only comes when you get tired of being tired. When will you get tired of being tired? Resentment only hurts the person who's holding on to it. Your past isn't your story, but your testimony. It's meant to be shared, and not to comfort yourself, but others who have been in your same shoes, lacking the same hope, lacking that same faith, not knowing if they can persevere because you've been there too. You can share that. Know that faith and doubt can't live in the same house, they are completely separate. You cannot serve both of them. You have to pick one. I lived so much of my life trying to please others. I changed my voice, my dialect, I perform. We all perform. I want to know who you are when you are not performing. When the stage lights go dim and the curtains close, who are you? When you're not afraid of being judged, not weary of that thought that keeps on popping back up, not keeping that interest that you seem nerdy to yourself, who are you? A bad moment does not mean a bad life. A bad life is only subjective to the one that makes it that way. Testimonies don't come without the first four letters. TEST. All those tests. If you pray and ask God for patience, He will put you in rooms you want to explode. Will you persevere? Or will you ask Him why? Will you realize you're living in your prayer all along? Truth is, sometimes we're just ungrateful. We get caught in the question marks thinking that one hardship is the end of our sentence, end of our story. What if it was just the end of that chapter, the beginning of a new headline? I speak these things I speak because I wish someone would have spoke them to me. My wisdom doesn't come without troubles, it came with them. It came with all of them. At some point, it felt like troubles is all I had. I look like nothing of what I've gone through, but there's so much beauty in that. There's beauty in the waves, the mistakes, the process of learning, telling my story, and watch people's micro expressions change. It became something I took pride in. I am a walking testimony. I am a human. Most importantly, I am a child of God, whose plan is to endure until the very end. If you made it this far, you can make it farther. You made it past last year and all the times you wanted to give up. This too shall pass. Blessings come, but don't let your mind destroy your destiny. Stop comparing. It's all fake. It is all fake. And make it look nice, as do I, and so do you. All roses have thorns, but they're just covered by the pretty wrapping, or they're skinned off for the perception of the client by the florist. The thorns still existed, and in their head, they still remain. But there's beauty in the rose, in the bouquet, each flower different but delicate. Some petals more droopy than others, but nevertheless, still so beautiful. There is only one man who roamed the earth who lived up to true perfection. We live with our flesh, and yet we have to deny it. Yes, it's hard, but It's truly the hardest battle we have to face. The good we want to do, we don't do. The bad we don't want to do, we still do. It's no longer just a humanly battle, but a spiritual warfare with us and our flesh. We will never live up to complete perfection because we live in sin. It doesn't mean to bask in it, but stop idolizing the smoothed out version and vision someone used Photoshop to paint. You yourself are the true artist, not them. You make your own paintings. Reach your hand out, bite your pride, get rid of your comfort zone, and get out of it. I never wanted to post these videos. I was comfortable with staying the same, but no change ever comes with staying the same. I no longer wanted to be conformed with the ways of this earth. You have a calling, it's on your heart. If you need more clarity on it, just spend time alone and pray. Cut out the noise, even the white noise. It gets lonely on the path to success, but that's a sign. It's more lonely living a life of sin to please others who don't even care about you. All y'all have in common is sin. When you cut out the things that are not serving you, that are not good for you, and are not leading you to your personal destiny, you realize the people you once surrounded yourself with have nothing in common. I want to have a legacy. If I die tonight, I know I have left many, many notes in my phone, many words, but I don't want to leave with many past regrets. I know I have a calling to motivate others, so hopefully these videos make it way past my age. Hopefully they live way longer than I do. I want to inspire generations, but I could never do that if I got stuck in my comfortability. If I stayed conformed. If I stayed worried about what my friends thought, if they were my friends, they wouldn't think bad about me trying to do good anyways. They call me a young woman with wisdom, not understanding this came from being stuck in survival. I had no life raft. I had no hope. I did want to end it. Somehow I stayed. And it was for a reason, just like you're seeing this, for a reason. It sounds taboo, but there's a reason behind everything, or nothing would happen. You wouldn't remember the things that you remember from years ago if there was no reasoning behind it. My wisdom came from my trials. My testimony came from my tears. My walk with Christ came when I ran away from Him. When I had conviction, but told myself I can keep living my life for the world, I got nowhere. Even taking those steps, I still stepped in place. I gave the devil identity and called him depression. He had control of my mind, my actions, and my thoughts. No one understood me. But when you're in that room, all alone, and it gets dark and it's quiet, there's only one person there. You may not physically see him with your eyes right now, but I pray tonight, and I pray forever, that he comes forward and you will feel him in your heart. Not only in your heart, but in your soul. It's undeniable that he's still there. In that dark room, when you think no one hears you,